We lost both Ann Carter Robbins and Bruce Robbins to cancer. And I personally spent a lot of my time, especially with Ann Carter. Unfortunately, Bruce we lost very quickly. But with Ann Carter, I went through it. I went to those chemo treatments with her. And there isn't a person out there who doesn't have a family member or friend who has been touched by cancer. And so we are very lucky in Richmond. We have no idea that we have one of the true gems in this country in Massey Cancer Center. But what Massey's, I think, particularly known for is clinical trials. You can do all the research in the world, but if you don't get it out to help people quickly and positively, then we're not doing anything. And that's what Massey, to me, is really all about, is getting those clinical trials and helping people as soon as possible.
Well, so clinical trials in general are really how we change the way treatment for cancer occurs. And all of the advances we've made in increasing the quality of life and length of life of patients with cancer has been accomplished by clinical trials. So that's really where the scientific discoveries meet the patients and the people actually affected by cancer.
We're bringing scientific breakthroughs from the lab to the patient in the clinic or the bedside. And that process is a continuous flow of resources to bring to bear to actually being able to administer new drugs to patients in the clinical setting. And patients' insurance doesn't pay for anything that leads up to that point. And patients' insurance pays for parts of what happens when the patient's participating, but all of that background work that leads to that point is largely funded by philanthropy. And some federal and state funds as well. But we couldn't get to that point without the philanthropy. And you know, we're not going to make breakthroughs in cancer treatment unless we can move breakthroughs from the bench to the bedside. That's what we do.
There's a particular kind of trial that we specialize at National Cancer Institute designated centers like Massey, which are called translational early phase trials. These are trials really taking the discoveries and for the first time testing them in people with cancer. Those trials really absolutely need philanthropic support to go forward. And most of our early phase trials have had significant support from the Robbins Foundation and other philanthropists, or we would never have been able to launch those trials and carry them out.
We often talk about our patients as being heroes because they do commit to participating in something that may have a lot of unknowns. I think the people who donate are also heroes because they don't know what their money's going to go towards, except that it may facilitate a breakthrough. And so I think we're working with heroes on both ends, which is wonderful.